How to read? Okay, let's start working. Good. Look at the, okay. Look at the example here. Look at the example here. For example, we all know that runnable. For example, we know that there is an interface available in Java called runnable. The package name is java.lang.runnable. Can I call this runnable? Is it a functional interface? Is it a functional interface? Is it?
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
a functional interface?
Yes.
Is it a functional interface?
Yes.
Yes. Answer is what now? Yes.
Yes.
Answer is yes. Answer is yes. How can you say that it is functional interface? Because runnable is an interface. It has only a single abstract method, and that abstract method name is what? Run. And because of that, we are calling this as a what type of interface? Functional interface. Answer is what now? Yes, it is a functional interface. Now, I have a question. The question is, okay, the question is, I want to create a thread. Suppose if at all I want to create a thread in my Java application, if I want to define a thread, then I can extend thread class to define it. Another way to define it is what? By implementing the runnable interface also I can define it. There are two options available for me. One is by extending thread class, and second one is by implementing the runnable interface. These are the two options are available, and I can use any one of the two options available. Now I want to go with the runnable. Now, can you guys tell me, if I want to implement runnable interface, I should create a class or not? How can you create a class to implement this runnable interface? Tell me some class name, some dummy, some class name. Tell me some class to implement this runnable interface. Tell me some class definition. Class. Tell me class. Class is a keyword, right? Some class name, any class you can add. My class, my thread, something, own thread, your thread, my thread, any
thread.
name.
My runnable.
My thread.
My thread. My thread implements runnable. Implements runnable. Very good. Tell me, I have to override which method? Run method. Tell me, how can I override run method? At the rate. Override. Public. Void. Run. Okay, run. Look at this. I'm not writing any logic. I'm simply writing SOP. I am runnable. Okay. Now, everybody try to understand this concept now. Everybody try to understand this concept now. Okay, this is the class, right? Now tell me, how can you start the thread? This thread, now you need to start, right? In multi-threading knowledge also required. Already we have done. Because in the Java 8 completable feature, I'm going to explain, that is the Java concurrency API. But to understand Java concurrency API, first of all, you should know multi-threading, synchronization, all these kind of things. Huh? Okay. Yes. So class myThread implements runnable. Now tell me how to start this thread. Suppose this is main method.
Start method.
Assume that this is the Java main method. I'm not adding the syntax, a Java main method. Tell me in the main method, how can you start this thread now? Start method or to call? Can you directly call the start method? No.
No.
Because it is implementing runnable, right? Runnable interface does not contain start method. Runnable interface does not contain start method. Runnable interface contains only one abstract method. Who is that one? Run method. That's why it is called functional interface. Why are you calling runnable as a functional interface? For the answer, because this interface contains only one abstract method, and that abstract method name is run. That's why I am calling it as what type of interface? Functional interface. Okay. Then we have main method. Can we directly start this thread now? Can we directly start this thread now?
No.
Answer is no. We can't start the thread directly because I don't have a start method in this class. This class contains only run method, but this class does not inherit any start method. Then how do you start the thread now? How can you start this my thread now? Yeah, first you need to wrap the create the runnable object, then wrap it into thread, then start. That's option available. First you create a runnable object, then wrap this object into another object called a thread, then you can start. Tell me, how can I write runnable?
My thread.
Runnable, let's say R is equal to new my thread. Runnable R is equal to new my thread. Is it a correct statement in Java? Yes, because you know we can store the implementation class object in a reference variable of type interface. Who is the interface here? Runnable. R is a reference variable of it. Type of R variable is runnable. It is a reference variable. And this reference variable stores what? Object. Object of which class? My thread class. So runnable R is equal to new my thread. New my thread means created. Object is created for what?
Create.
My thread class. New my thread means object is created. Am I clear or not? Very good. We are storing in a reference variable. The reference variable name is what? R. R is a reference variable. And then tell me, how can we start this thread now? Thread key is equal to new thread of R. New thread of R. R means what I am creating? First object of my thread class, and I am storing in a runnable reference variable, a reference variable of type runnable. Then I am just going to wrap that object into thread. Then I can start. T dot. Very good. Look at the right side code. Look at the right side code. This is traditional way before Java 8. Now, how we can implement this runnable from Java 8? That I'm going to explain with Lambda expression. Now, see, look at this. I can go to directly main method. What I can do, I can directly go to main method. I can write like this. Runnable R is equal to arrow system.out.println of I am runnable. Then thread T is equal to new thread of R. Then T dot start. Both are same. Left side code, right side code, both are same. If you run the left side code, whatever output you are expecting, if you run the right side code also, exactly the same output you are going to get. But what is the difference now? Difference is I have not created a separate class for implementing this runnable interface. Okay, without creating a class to implement this functional interface. Okay, for implementing this interface without creating a class, I have used a lambda expression. This is the definition of the runnable interface. What happens? Yeah, this is the definition of the runnable interface. Whatever thing I have added in the red box, okay, in the rectangular box, that is the implementation of what interface? Runnable interface. This is called what expression? Lambda expression. Now, what I am doing with the lambda expression now, I am eliminating writing one class. You can see that in the right side program code, same program, but I have written in another way. In another way, what I have written? I have created one lambda expression to define the implementation for the runnable interface. See, both are same, but which one is shorter and concise and eliminating the class? Lambda expression.
Using
Lambda
lambda.
expression. Now, whatever the box you are seeing, that is called what expression? Lambda expression. That box is called what expression? Lambda. This box is called lambda expression. Of course, we are going to see how to write the lambda expression. So what is the advantage now? With the lambda expressions, what advantage we are getting? We are getting that we can reduce the number of classes.
Code.
Suppose I want to create 2 threads. Then what will you do? You are going to create 2 classes, my thread 1, my thread 2.
Yes.
If there are 5 threads I want to create in my Java program, then number of classes are increasing, right? Am I right or not? And code is going to become larger. But here, code is very short and it is eliminating what? Creating the classes. And that is the advantage of writing what expression? Lambda. Just I am comparing here that this is the way how you can able to write the lambda expression. How it is going to reduce the number of classes and how it is going to make our code as very shorter and also very concise format. Very easy, very short, very small, but very powerful. And that is what possible by using what concept? Lambda expressions. I'll tell you how to write the lambda expression. Don't worry. Just I'm telling you, compare both so that you can understand that lambdas are far better than writing the classes for implementing the functional interfaces. Yes. Now, we are going to understand, first of all, okay, lambda expressions can be used to define implementation for which interface? Functional interface. First, we'll understand about how to write the lambda expression. Okay, how to write the lambda expression. Please understand everyone. Multiple examples, because I told already, lambda expressions is a little bit confusing concept. That's why I want to give you very clearly so that you should not get any confusion again at all while understanding the lambda expressions. Okay, we have a proper syntax and proper way of understanding them. Let's follow it. See here. First examples we will write. Okay. According to lambda expression, first you should know the syntax. Okay. Lambda expression used to define the implementation for what? Functional interface. It is one expression. Lambdas are one expression. Expression syntax is, first you should start with parameters. First you should start with parameters within parenthesis. Means, look at this. Parenthesis, parameters, then arrow token, body. This is the syntax of writing lambda expression, semicolon. Very simple. My previous lambda expression also followed the same syntax. Parameters within parenthesis, then arrow token. Okay, it is arrow token. It's a syntax. Arrow is a syntax. Are you able to follow me, right? Previously, arrows are used for just kind of a design. Okay, some kind of message in designing and all. I mean, in SOP statements within message double quotes, we use like that. But in Java, from Java 8 onwards, arrows are got special meaning. In Java 8 now, in Java 17, in switch case also we are going to use arrow. When we are going to look at switch case, I'll tell you that is Java 17 feature. Okay, right? So switch case also, in case we can use arrow. That is Java 17 syntax. But I will tell you. Okay, right? Currently, please try to understand now. Okay, that is called pattern matching for switch. That is a Java 17 feature. I'll explain that. Okay, this session will cover that one also. See here. Parameters, arrow, body. Arrow has a special meaning, remember, and don't feel it like a kind of a design. I can add 2 arrows or 3 arrows. Dash, dash, arrow, not like that. Okay, it is not like writing a document. Okay, right? You are writing a code here, and how many arrows you have to write? Single. This is called token, arrow token, followed by next what? Body. This is called what expression? Lambda expression. Lambda expression contains simple syntax, right? What is their first parameters, then arrow token. After that, body. There are 2 parts which are separated with arrow token. There are 2 parts separated with arrow token. Left side will be the parameters and right side will be the body. Body. Observe here. Please try to understand now. My previous one is looking like this. Arrow system.out.println. I am runnable. Did you guys understood now? Arrow, parenthesis, next word. Arrow, next word. Body. What's the body? System.out.println. I am runnable. We are getting this kind of syntax, right? We got this kind of syntax, right? Now we are moving on. Understand here. Here, how many parameters are there? How many parameters are there here? 0. 0. Parenthesis is required. But how many parameters are defined here? 0 parameters are there. Next, arrow token. Next, we have the body statement. Let us understand more in detail. Understand this point clearly. Let us understand this in more in detail. First thing, how can I decide how many parameters I should write for lambda expression to define the implementation for a functional interface? It depends on the number of parameters available in abstract method of the functional interface. For example, runnable. For example, what? Runnable. Tell me, runnable is an interface, right? Can you guys tell me what's the syntax of abstract method of runnable interface?
Public void.
What's the syntax of abstract method of runnable interface? Public.
Public void run.
Abstract. Okay, public and abstract are by default. Next. Void return type. Run. Semicolon. Am I right or not? How can I define? How can I, at the time of defining the lambda expression, how can I know that how many parameters are required for my lambda expression? For that, I should identify how many parameters are there in the abstract method. How many parameters are there in the abstract method? Tell me, how many parameters are there in abstract method?
0.
0 parameters are there. That's why my lambda expression also should contain 0 parameters. Then arrow token. Next thing, when you're defining lambda expression, okay, to implement a functional interface, method name is not important. What is not important? Method name. Abstract method name is not important. But 2 things are important. Parameters are important. Return type is also important. What is return type of this method? If return type is void, if return type is void, then remember while defining the body, this body should not return any value. If return type is void for abstract method, then tell me while defining lambda expression, the body of the lambda expression also should not return any value because return type is void now. Tell me SOP statement will return any value? No, right? SOP statement does not return any value. So is it matching? Is this lambda expression definition is matching with this abstract method prototype or not? Yes. It's matching with this prototype. Now this is value lambda expression. Okay, this lambda expression is defining the implementation for this interface. Which interface? Runnable interface. So tell me, whenever you write any lambda expression, first we should start with what? Parameters within parenthesis, then arrow token, then body. How do you know how many parameters you should start? For that, you should know how many parameters are there in abstract method of the functional interface. After that, how do you know whether the body of the lambda expression should return a value or should not return a value? And that is depending on the return type of the abstract method. Based on that, you should decide it, you should write the lambda expression. So before writing the lambda expression, you should know about what and what. How many parameters are there in abstract method and what is the return type of the abstract method. These two informations are required to start writing the lambda expression. Am I clear with that? Okay. You guys tell me, suppose I have written my own interface called my inter. It is an interface. Abstract method is public abstract, return type is int, add of int x comma int y, semicolon. Did you understand my point? Are you able to follow me?
Yes.
This is my interface. What's the interface name? My inter. My inter. Okay. My inter is interface. There is abstract method. How many abstract methods are there in my interface now?
One.
How many abstract methods are there in my interface now?
One abstract method is present.
There is only one abstract method. I repeat once again. Okay, I repeat once again. There is one abstract method is available in my inter interface. Then tell me, can we call it as a function interface or not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I can call. Now, can I define the implementation for this interface by without creating a class by using lambda expression? Yes,
Yes.
I can do that. Tell me the equivalent lambda expression.
In bracket, two parameters.
By observing this, by observing the first part, can you tell me the lambda expression for the second interface here?
Yes. In bracket,
Yeah,
two
in the parameter passing x, y.
First, I should start with what? Parenthesis.
Parenthesis.
Should start with parenthesis.
Yeah. X,
Yes.
comma, y.
Okay. Next.
Variables.
Check a
X,
Tell me
variable
next.
x, comma, y.
X and
How
comma,
many
y.
parameters are there?
two.
Two parameters
Two
are there.
parameters.
Method name not important, but parameters are important. How many parameters it
Yes.
has? Two parameters are there.
parameters.
So what can I write? Int x comma int y.
And y.
Yes.
Parenthesis is over. Then I can
Yes.
start next. Arrow
Yes.
token for separation between parameters and body.
X,
In the
x
body,
plus y.
I am writing some kind of implementation, right? What is the implementation you want to write for this add method now? For the logic you want to write for add method, you want to add the x plus y.
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 X plus y, right? What is the return type?
Yes.
Int.
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 Return type is what?
Int.
Int.
Means
Int.
what? The body of the lambda expression should return the integer value.
Into
The body of the
integer
lambda
value.
expression should return what value? Integer value. Okay. I am writing simply x plus y. Semicolon. Okay. You try to understand. Everyone try to understand.
Yes.
In the body, understand, in the body, in the lambda expression body, right? Understand clearly. If we have one expression, single expression, in the body, how many expressions? One expression. If the body of the lambda expression contains a single expression, automatically lambda will return the value of the expression. Automatically returns the value of what now? X plus y. You no need of writing return keyword. Without writing return keyword, who will automatically return the value? Lambda expression. The body of the lambda expression will automatically return the value of x plus y. X plus y is what type of value? Integer value. Return type is int. So now you tell me it is returning the same type of value now? Good. If I write return x plus y, it will give me error. It will give me error. Because who will automatically return the value of x plus y expression? Who will automatically return the value of x plus y?
Lambda.
Who will automatically return the value of x plus y? Lambda. If you again write return, it becomes return of x plus y. 2 times return will come. If you add return, then that is writing return 2 times. That is going to be invalid syntax. We'll get the error. So you don't write return. If you write return, it will give error. Okay, understand clearly now. Okay, now tell me first of all, the body has how many statements here?
One
The
statement.
body has how many statements here? One statement. One statement. This one statement is doing some calculation. This one
Yes.
statement is to do some calculation only.
Calculation.
If it is some calculation, then you tell me automatically the calculated value will be returned. You no need of writing which statement, guys. Return statement is not required. Very good. Understand it. One more. If there is a single statement in the body, understand clearly. For example, if there is a single statement in the body, then writing the curly braces is optional. Writing what is optional?
Yeah.
Curly braces. But if there is more than one statement you are writing, what are you writing? More than one. If you are writing more than one statement, then you must write curly braces. Able to follow me? You must add what? Curly braces. When
More than
if
one.
the body contains more than one statement in the lambda expression, then that multiple statements must be enclosed within curly braces. When curly braces is optional, when there is a
Single statement.
one statement, single statement, then curly braces are optional. That's why I'm not writing the curly braces. Next. There are certain things that you need to understand. Okay. Everybody, first look at this. Suppose I'm writing in this way. In this way, I'm writing x comma y arrow token x plus y semicolon. Even this is also correct. What are missing now?
Yeah. Type.
Data types.
Parameter types are missing.
Mhm.
Arguments or parameters, anything. Arguments types are missing. Are you able to follow me? Arguments
Yes.
types are missing. Means what? Whenever you are writing any, whenever you are defining any lambda expression, argument types are optional. Argument types are what? Optional. You no need of writing argument type. It is optional.
Yes.
Okay. Understand this point clearly. Next. Suppose I am writing a comma b arrow token a plus b semicolon.
Also.
A comma b arrow token a plus b. Are you able to follow me? What is the point I'm saying now? A comma b
Yes.
arrow token a plus
A
b.
plus B.
This is
Will
also
also
correct.
work.
You may have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, there parameters names are what? X, y. But here I'm declaring the parameters names are what? Arguments names are what? A comma b. So parameters names can be same or different. Parameters
Yes.
names can be same or different. How many
Different.
parameters are required? 2. Check 2
Two
parameters are
parameters.
there or not. Yes, 2 parameters are there. What are the actual parameters names in the method declaration? X, y. But when I'm defining the lambda expression, what are the names I have used? A comma b. What I'm saying, you guys? What I'm saying that don't consider whether parameters names are matching or different. What you should think? What you have to do? You have to check whether count of the parameters are matching or not. How many parameters required? 2 parameters. Two parameters means I should keep within parentheses the 2 parameters names. Names can be AB or XY or PQ or MN. Doesn't matter.
Anything.
Doesn't matter. Hope I'm clear for you online people. Next. Understand. So this is also correct. Now I will write wrong expressions. Int a or x, comma y, arrow token x plus y. This is error. This is error. And why it is an error? Because
Parameter type is missing.
you have specified parameter type, right?
Yes.
You specified what? Parameter type explicitly. But you specified the parameter type for only one parameter. But what about the second parameter? You are not giving the type. Are you able to get my point now? So whenever you're writing lambda
Yes.
expression, you make sure that either you must provide the types for each parameter, or you should not provide the type for any parameter. Are you able to follow me?
Okay.
Tell me, what are you doing here? You are defining the
Okay.
type for one parameter, and but you are not defining the type for other parameter, and that is going to give an error. This is not allowed in lambda expression. So why it is correct here, the first statement?
Both have a type parameter.
Here, the types are declared for all the parameters. But last one, the type is declared only for one parameter.
One
That's the first
parameter.
parameter, and we have not defined the type for second parameter. Am I clear with that? Did you guys understood now?
Yes.
Very good. Now tell me, if I write something like this, x comma into y, arrow token x plus y.
Is also incorrect.
Invalid.
Yes.
Incorrect.
Yeah. This is also going to give error. It is not correct. It is not correct. I've understood about all the things now. Next. One more thing I'll write. X comma y, arrow token x plus y. What
So,
about this one?
parenthesis
What about this
required.
lambda expression? This is also error. Why it is an error now? If
Parenthesis.
there are two things to understand. If there is more than one parameter, okay, in the lambda expression while defining, if there is more than one parameter, then you must enclose them within parenthesis. If there are 0 parameters also, you must enclose them with parenthesis. If there is a single parameter, for example, if there is a single parameter, then parenthesis is optional.
Yeah.
But tell me here, single parameter or two parameters? Two, more than one.
Two
If it is
parameters.
more than one, what is compulsory? What is compulsory?
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis is compulsory. That's why this is error. Now, did everyone understood now? Okay.
Yes.
I'll copy all my statements from other document to here, but first I want to complete my explanation. Am I clear with all these things? Right?
Yes. Yes.
No annotation. There is no method here you are overriding. This is only expression, that's it. It's another syntax, no override. Correct only. This lambda expression is to override the abstract method of a function interface only. But it's a new syntax. You are learning new one, right? It is polymorphism only. But you are not writing @override. Where should I write @override? On top of a method? But this is not method, it is expression. It is not method, it is an expression. Lambda expression, not lambda method. Lambda expression. That is a syntax. That's what the compiler designed with Java 8 like that. It is not a function. It is a expression, lambda expression, not lambda method. It's not method. If it is a method should contain a signature. Method should contain what? Signature and body. Header and body otherwise. But where is header? Right? A function? No. A function without a name when you are working with any JavaScript kind of programming in the UI, you are working with a JavaScript kind of programming. They are all functions you have, and there also you get lambda expressions, and that you are calling as lambda function. But this is lambda expression. Okay, good. In UI it is correct. See, one more thing I'll explain. Observe here, guys. Let me consider. Let me consider. Yeah. Let me consider one by one, guys. Okay, let me consider one more example. Suppose I have an interface like this. Suppose I have an interface like this. Suppose my interface name is test inter. Interface. Okay, I repeat once again. Test inter is interface. Look at the concept clearly. Test inter. What is test inter here? It is an interface. Test inter is an interface. It has one abstract method. Public abstract. Return type is int. Return type is int. Method name is increment. Parameter index. Semicolon. Okay, right? Now tell me, first of all, can I call it as my function interface? Can I call this as my function interface? Yes. It is called functional interface only.
Interface.
Yes, it's a functional interface because it contains only one abstract method. So if an interface contains only one abstract method, then that can be called as what type of interface only? Functional interface only. It is called what type of interface only? Functional interface only. Now tell me, test inter is also a what type of interface only here? It is a functional interface. Okay. Now my question is, can I provide understand, can I define otherwise? Can I define a lambda expression to implement this function interface now? Yes. Tell me how to write the lambda expression at the right side, at the left side. First, if I want to start writing the lambda expression, it should start with what? First, arguments. Arguments are parameters, any word. Tell me how many arguments I should start.
One argument.
It should start with how many arguments? One
One.
argument.
It's optional.
Next, arrow token.
Arrow. X plus plus.
Arrow token, then body. Let's say plus x.
Yeah.
Just increment only, na? Plus x.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm writing plus x. Then tell me, the body has how many statements right now?
One statement.
How many statements I have in the body? One
One.
statement. If there is only one statement in the body, then we should not write which statement? Return. And curly braces are optional.
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 Means what? Expression will automatically return the value. Value of plus x. Now coming to parenthesis. This expression has how many parameters? One.
One.
If there is a single parameter, then writing the parenthesis is optional.
Yes.
Int x arrow plus x. This is also correct. First
Got
one
it.
is correct. Second one is correct.
X
Third
into
one.
plus plus.
Arrow plus x. This is also correct.
Correct.
Yes.
Right? X arrow
Right.
token plus x. This is also correct.
It's also correct.
Why all these four are correct? There is only single parameter. There is a single parameter. Are you able to get my point? Very
Yes.
good. Next. Then parenthesis is optional. X arrow token system.out.println of plus x.
Incorrect.
This is an error. Why?
because it is
From the
not
body,
written.
what is there in body of the lambda expression? What is there in the body of the lambda expression now? SOP statement is there. What is there?
Yes,
SOP statement will print the value. It is not expression, right? It
yes.
doesn't return the value, right? It only prints the value. But what is the return type of this method? The return type of the method is what? Int. Now the return type is matching or not matching? Not matching. And since it is not matching, then tell me, is it a correct lambda expression or wrong?
Wrong.
This is wrong lambda expression, and we can't write like this. Okay, right? Because it always, the body of the lambda expression must match with return type. Must match with, what is the return type here? Int. If return type is void, for example,
Then it's
suppose
valid.
if return type is not int, return type is what? Void. Void means no need to return any value from this method. Now this expression is correct. Remaining all wrong, but this one is correct. Are you able to follow me? That is also important. So if you want to define a lambda expression, you should know about two things perfectly. What are the two things? One is parameters of the abstract method. Second one is return type of the abstract method. You should know the two things: return type and parameters. Parameters means like how many number of parameters. Type of parameters is not mandatory, because are you going to mention the type compulsory? No. If you want, you can write the type, otherwise you can leave it. It's optional, but it must contain same number of parameters. So these are the two mandatory informations required. Suppose if at all you want to write the functional interface. Are you able to follow me, right? If you want to write a lambda expression to define the functional interface, these are the two informations you must know. Then only we can write the lambda expression, or we can define a lambda expression for the functional interface. Okay, come back to the point. Based on this knowledge, everyone try this. We know comparator. Suppose I am providing the type parameter employee. Tell me, is it a function interface or not? Comparator is a function interface or not? Yes. What is the abstract method of comparator? Compare method. Can you tell me the syntax? It is public void. Abstract. By default in interface, all the methods are public and abstract.
Yes.
Return type. Before the method name, there must be return type, na?
Boolean.
What is the return type of the compare method?
Boolean.
Int. Method name compare. Type parameter I am providing employee. What is the type specified? Within angle bracket, what is the type parameter I have written? Employee. Means the first parameter and second parameter types are employee. E1 or O1. Employee O2. Semicolon. Assume that each employee contains number, name, salary. Number, name, and salary. Now, my requirement, or what is the question I'm asking is, okay, use lambda expression to define this comparator to sort the employees in salaries order. Now, write the lambda expression for that. Try the expression now. I'll wait for 2 minutes. Employee has number, employee has a name and salary, but you need to compare the salaries of the employees. Okay, write the lambda expression for that. Everybody try this. Start writing the lambda expression for this. are the lambda expression for implementing this comparator interface. Assume that employee has employee number, employee has a name, employee has a salary, and also setters, getters, they are all available. And now your requirement is you have to create a lambda expression to define the implementation for this comparator. Okay, and you have to define the logic for sorting the salaries order, sorting the employee in salaries order.
Is it ascending order?
So for this, I am asking you guys to write the lambda expression. I'll wait for a minute, but try thinking on this. I am asking what? Tell me, how do you write the lambda expression to define the implementation for this comparator interface, for this comparator? Okay. This is get sal method, not sal. Okay. Okay. Right. First of all, tell me, okay, lambda we will write. First of all, tell me, by creating a class, how do you write the implementation for this comparator? I'll tell you with lambda. Just, I have a comparator interface like this. This is abstract method we know. Tell me, how do you write a class to implement comparator? Tell me the class now. Class, some class name, sal comparator, implements comparator. Am I clear with that?
Comparator. Yes, yes.
Type employee. Type parameter employee. Next, override.
Override. Share method.
Public, return type is int. Compare method only or overriding, na?
Yes.
Employee O1, comma, employee O2.
Employee auto.
Next, how do you compare the two salaries? Two employees are there. Compare the salaries and return either negative integer or 0 or positive integer. You know already comparator? Comparator should return what? Comparator should compare the two objects and should return either a negative or 0 or positive. If the first object's value less than second object's value should return negative integer. If both objects are having equal value, 0. If a first object value more than second object, 1. I mean, negative integer, it could be 1 or 2 or 5 or 20 or 100 or 1000, but some positive integer. Tell me how to write the logic now. If O1 dot get sal, suppose it's a getter method,
Yeah.
less than O2 dot get sal.
Yes.
Am I right or not? Then
Yes.
return -1.
Minus
Else
one.
if
Else if
O1 dot get sal equal to O2 dot get sal, return 0. Else return 1. Am I clear?
Yes.
Else what? Return 1. Close it. Then close it. Am I right or not? This is the way of writing implementation for comparator. Am I clear with you guys? Am I clear with you? This is the way of writing the implementation for what? Comparator. This is a way of writing implementation for comparator. Yeah. Then we are overriding what? Compare method, and we are writing some conditions. But our requirement is we want to write a class, or we want to use a lambda expression to define the implementation. Lambda expression means remove the class. No class required. We don't write a class, right? Am I right or not? No class required. Method name also not required. We should start from where? We should start from where? Expression starts with what? Expression starts with what? Lambda expression starts with what? Parameters. We should start from where? Parameters, then arrow token next, body. Right? If you are intelligent, what you have to do, you know? Take this part. That part you have to take. That is lambda. Just add one arrow token after parenthesis. Means what should I write now? That's why I've written to compare. For comparison only, I've written like this. Tell me, what is the lambda expression to write now? How can I write the same thing with lambda without creating a class? Parenthesis start. Employee O1 comma employee O2 arrow token start the curly brace, because you're writing multiple statements now. If statement, else if statement, else statement you're writing. If you are writing more than one statement in body, the body must be enclosed within curly braces. Start the curly brace, write the if condition. If, what to write? O1 dot get sal less than O2 dot get sal, then return -1. Tell me, next one is what, guys? Else if O1 dot get sal equal to O2 dot get sal. Okay, it is there. Leave it like that. Then return 0. Else return 1. Close the parenthesis. Semicolon. Close the curly brace. Semicolon. Tell me, this is called what expression? Lambda expression. To write this lambda expression, do you need to write a class now? No. So lambda expressions can be used to define the functional interfaces by without writing a class. From where I should start? Parameters. From where I should start? Parameters. Then followed by arrow token. Followed by body. If the body contains multiple statements, more than one, then curly braces are mandatory. That's why I'm writing curly braces. Are you able to follow me? And here return statement is also mandatory because body contains one statement or more than one. If more than one statement is there, you have to return statement. If there is a single expression, the expression is evaluated, value automatically returned. Don't write return statement, you'll get error there. These are all the different considerations required. Now tell me another way of writing the same thing. No need of writing employee O1 comma employee O2. What's the shortcut? O1 comma O2. What I can start? O1 comma O2. Next arrow token, start the curly brace. Because as I said already, what are optional? What are optional at the time of writing the lambda expression?
Type, sir.
Writing the parameter type is optional, but don't write a type for a parameter and not for other parameter. That will definitely give you error, because you must specify the types for each parameter, or you should not specify the type for any parameter. But if you are providing the type for one parameter and not for other parameter, that will give you error, compile time error. So this is mandatory nowadays to write any Java application or understand the code or write the code in real time. Because without lambda expressions, you cannot write anything in the real time code nowadays. It's mandatory, compulsory for everyone to know huge knowledge of lambda expressions. That's very, very important. Hope you guys are getting the concept slowly. Okay, right? So now
Sir,
I would like to add some statements here. Next.
sir, salary and age also we can compare, sir, in the same compare method. Or else even
that is your wish. See, one comparator for comparing on one property.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If multiple comparators you want, you define multiple comparators.
Otherwise, within one comparator, we can compare all salary.
For example, in future, see, that is you are killing the reusability.
Okay,
suppose
sir,
now you are writing the logic for salary and age comparison in a single comparator, but further you have a requirement that only sort on ages. Then
okay, sir. Then it will be problem. Again, we need
this
to
comparator will not work there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Again, one more thing, guys. Listen to me clearly. I want to ask a question. This is the lambda expression we are writing. Expression we are writing. Understand this point. This is expression we are writing. I'm so far explaining about how to write the lambda expression. What's the syntax of writing the lambda expression, guys? First, you should start with the parameters, are also called arguments. Then use one arrow token. Then define the body. And if the body has a single statement, then don't write the curly braces. And if the body contains more than one statement, then you must add the curly braces. And how do I know that how many parameters are required? How do I know that how many parameters are required to start the lambda expression? For that, you should see the number of methods declared in abstract method. Go to the abstract method, means our eyes must go to abstract method first. In that my eye should reach parameters part. Then I should start the lambda expression. At the time of writing the body, how should I decide whether I should return the value or I should not return the value? That depends on method return type. Method return type. Very good. This is expression writing. And I told you when parenthesis is required, when parenthesis is optional, how type parameters are correct, how type parameters are wrong, parameter types correct and wrong, all the things we have discussed. Now, this expression we can store. This expression we can store. This lambda expression, if you want to store, if you want to reuse this expression, you have to store in one object. You have to store this in one object. In which object? In which object I have to store this expression? I can store this in a reference of interface. For which interface? For which interface this lambda expression is providing the definition? Comparator. Means I can store this definition in interface reference. Who is our interface? Comparator. Now tell me, this I can this even I can store in comparator. Let's say, for example, comparator of employee C1 is equal to then I can write this expression. Then where I'm storing this expression? I'm storing this expression into a interface reference. What is the interface reference variable name? C1. When should I store? Suppose if the same expression, if I want to reuse multiple times, then what should I do? Instead of redefining the same expression again, I can store. I can store in a reference variable. Who's the reference variable? I can store the lambda expression. Interface reference variable. Who is the interface reference variable? C1. Hope are you getting my point now? So where can we store the lambda expression simply, if at all required? For reusability, I have to store it in a reference variable. Who's the reference variable? Interface reference variable. What's the reference variable name? C1. Could be C1, X1, Y1, Z1, anyone. But it should be of what type? Interface. Who is our interface here? Comparator. I'm storing here. That's what you guys need to understand. Okay. So tell me, if you look at the right side expression, left side, we are eliminating writing the class. We are eliminating writing the method, overriding the method. But we are doing the same thing with what expression? Lambda expression. So starting from this parenthesis, if you copy this entire definition, that is going to become what? Lambda expression. But just what you need to do, keep one arrow to separate the parameters and body. To separate the parameters and body, which token you have to use? Arrow token. Now this is going to be called as what expression? Lambda. Means writing the lambda expression is not too complicated, provided if you know the way how to write them. Where can we store the lambda expression? We can store it in a reference of interface, of type interface, so that we can reuse. If suppose you want to use the same expression multiple times in further. No, I don't want to reuse. Just a one time I want to use. That's your wish. We can store. Otherwise, you can directly pass this expression as a parameter. Directly, you can pass this expression as a parameter. I'll explain you. Before I go further, I want to add some statements, guys. Look at this. Good. Nice case, nice following. Observe it. Online paper. Look at this. Whatever so far I've explained, instead of typing them again, I'll copy from the existing document so that I can explain more in the session. Look at this. This is the syntax of lambda expression. What's the syntax of lambda expression? Parameters, arrow token, body. And these are all the statements I have explained to you. First statement is what, guys? The number of arguments are parameters, and the type of the arguments should match with the parameters of the abstract method in the functional interface. That is what, of course, I have explained. So first ever, whenever we want to start writing a lambda expression, first we have to see the abstract method declaration, and in the declaration you have to identify how many parameters are there. Then you should start writing the lambda expression. And while writing the lambda expression, number of parameters should match, but types are optional. No need of specifying the parameter type, but we should specify the parameter name. Name can be same name or different name, but count of the parameters must match. If there are 2 parameters for the abstract method, your lambda expression also should start with how many parameters only? 2 parameters only. Okay. Next, the body of the lambda expression should return a value that must match with the return type of the abstract method. I told already what and what are important for you before starting writing the lambda expression. For anyone, if anybody want to write a lambda expression, first of all, what and what informations are important for me to start writing lambda? In the abstract method, how many parameters are there? Second, what is the return type of the abstract method? If I know them, then I can start writing. Then I can start writing the lambda expression. Next. If there are 0 or more than 1 argument or parameter, then parenthesis is mandatory. If there is a single argument, then parenthesis is optional. Rules you have to follow. These are all rules. Next. If the body has multiple statements, then curly braces are mandatory. And for a single statement, the curly braces are optional. The data type of the arguments is also optional type. But don't specify the data type for one argument and not for another argument. Either you must specify the data types for all arguments. Otherwise, you should not specify for any argument. Correct. Everybody. I'll be talking about okay, I'm just talking about example. Now tell me, this is with lambda expression or without lambda expression? Left side one without lambda.
Without lambda.
Code without lambda or without using lambda, better word, without using lambda expression. The first one is code without using lambda expression. Right side one is what? Code using lambda expression.
Lambda.
And do remember everyone, where can I store lambda expression if I would like to store and reuse it? In interface reference variable, we can store, and so that we can reuse it later for multiple times. If the same expression, if I want to use more than one time. If I don't want to reuse it, I can just construct at that time and I can pass. Okay, that's possible. I'll tell you. Okay, observe here. First, let me copy this code for you. That's better. Everyone, guys, put your efforts in understanding it. First, I would like to put this as an example for your reference purpose. Okay, good. Now listen to me, guys. Let us go back. I want to go here. Tell me here what I'm doing in this right side part. Leave about left side, right side part. This is called what expression now? Lambda expression. When I first time written, you don't know, just I kept in one square bracket. but you didn't understand anything. What is this? But now you got everything. Then tell me why I'm writing empty parenthesis. Sorry?
Not parameter is there.
Because run, first of all, how do you decide how many parameters I should start? Based on abstract method. Tell me who is abstract method of runnable interface? Run method.
Run.
Run method is how many parameters? 0.
No
That's
parameter.
why I started with empty. I told if 0 parameters are there, if more than one parameter is there, then what is compulsory? Parenthesis is compulsory. But if there is a single parameter, parenthesis is optional.
No.
Arrow mark. Arrow mark is a separator between parameters and body. Why I'm
Okay.
writing sys out? Why I'm not writing x plus y or x minus y? Some kind of expression. Why I'm not writing like that? 10 plus 20 or 40 plus 50.
We don't have. It's
What is the return
not
type of?
return type. It's a
What is
void.
the return type of run method? Void. Void means
For-
what? It should not return any value. That's why I'm written SO. Because if I write SOP statement, it does not return any value. Any value. Very good. Understand all these things. My question to you. This part is lambda expression, I know. This is lambda expression, correct?
Correct.
This is a lambda expression. Where I am storing it? In a
the
reference
runnable-
variable, right? Reference variable only.
Yeah.
If I store it in reference variable, then I can reuse it, na? Of course, here I'm using for one time only, but I can also use multiple times or not? Yes. Suppose I want to create one lambda expression and I do not want to store it in the reference variable because I don't want to use it. Just I want to use it now only, not further. Then is it need to store my lambda expression into a reference variable? When should I store? Suppose if I want to use same expression multiple times, then first I should keep it, I can store this expression into one reference variable and I can use that variable. Please understand. Suppose I don't want. Anyhow, this code is copied for you. I can do the changes. Then what should I do is, suppose if I don't want, I no need to store it. Are you able to follow me? I no need to store it in a variable, right? Because I don't want to reuse it. Then what can I do now? I can directly pass this lambda expression as a parameter. I can directly pass what? Lambda expression as a parameter to the method, to the constructor, wherever. That's how we are going to find all the applications in real time. If I first only written my code like this, probably 0% you may have understood. That's why I have written first like that. Now you can understand. First what I did, this expression I have stored in one reference variable. Then I have used that reference variable wherever it is needed. Correct? But now I want to use it for one time only. If it is not for reusability, this expression I want to use for one time only, then what can I do? I can directly pass the lambda expression as a parameter to the method or constructor, whatever it is. Is it clear for all of you?
Yes.
So when to store this lambda expression into a variable, a reference variable?
When
If
we
in
reuse-
case you want to reuse this expression, maybe more than one time, 2 times or 3 times like that, then you
We can-
store this lambda expression into
difference variable.
interface reference, and then that reference variable you can use wherever it is required. Able to follow me?
Yes.
If, for example, this expression I want to use for one time only, this lambda expression, whatever I'm defining, I want to use it for only one time, and I do not want to use it for more than one time. Then I can directly pass the lambda expression as a parameter to the method. Look at this. Folks, everyone, focus here and try to understand here. Because this is base. If you know this, next optional class you can understand. Stream API perfectly you can understand. Local data time classes you can understand very easily how to implement them using Lambda, and how to work with the encoder classes, and how to work with the completable feature. All the next Java 8 features are going to depend on this Lambda expression topic. Because we are going to write all our code by using Lambdas next. That's why first we'll start with Lambda. Okay, observe it. Look at this. It should be very perfect. Assume that, guys, everyone, assume that I have an array list object which has 1,000 employees. Assumption. I have an array list object with 1,000 employees. I have an array list object with how many employees? 1,000. Let's say 1,000 employees are there in array list object, 1,000 elements. You know, in collections topic, every object added to the collection object is called element. They are called elements, no? I'm saying that my list has 10 elements. This list has 1,000 elements. We are calling the word called what? Elements. In only collections, we use the word element like that. Okay? Elements means objects. Objects. Okay. I have an array list object with 1,000 elements. Requirement is requirement 1. Yesterday also I've given the same thing. But yesterday I told you without using Lambda, using functional interface. But now I am going to tell with Lambda. That's why same example I'm writing. Requirement 1. Sort the elements on salary order. Second requirement. Sort the elements on IDs order. Means employee IDs order. Now you tell me, how do you sort this array list? How do you sort the elements in this array list object?
Dot sort method.
Actually, if at all you have a more than one sorting requirement, then what should I do? I should use comparator. If I want to use comparator, for each strategy, I have to define a class. Salary strategy. ID is one more strategy for sorting. How many classes required? 2 classes I have to write. That is yesterday's code. But today, without writing classes also, we can use a Lambda expression to define the implementation.
Right.
Tell me now. Tell me now. How do you use Lambda expression? First of all, which interface you have to think? Which interface you have to think for sorting? Comparator. Comparator has how many abstract methods? One abstract method. What is abstract method name? Compare. Compare method has how many parameters? 2 parameters. So means our Lambda expression should start with 2 parameters. Next arrow token. Next body.
Yes.
Am I right or not?
Right.
How many Lambda expressions you have to define? How many definitions are required for comparator now? 2. One for sorting on salaries order. Second one is for sorting on IDs order. Am I clear or not? Am I clear or not?
Yes.
How many definitions required? 2 definitions required. Means how many Lambda expressions have to construct? 2. Tell me the first expression. Already we have written previously. First expression as it is. I no need to explain you. First expression common, guys. Previously we have written that. Tell me. Look at this. Look at this. I will write. Look at this. Comparator of employee. Okay, I'll increase the font size. Look at this. Comparator of employee. Comp1 is equal to some reference variable name.
Yes.
Right? Computer science is comp only. COMP. Comp1 is equal to, next is comp2. This is comp1. Comp1 is equal to, tell me what to write. Parenthesis start.
This is the start E1, E2.
E1 comma E2, arrow token,
Curly braces.
curly braces. Very good.
Yeah. If
Then body. This is for which comparison? Salary comparison. Salary comparison. Tell me. Okay, I'm writing it to make it clearly.
Yeah.
If E1 dot
E1 dot
get sal
gets
less than E2 dot
E2
get sal, right?
Yes.
Means get sal is a getter method of a salary
Yes.
salary property. Return
returns -1.
-1. Else if tell me.
Yeah.
E1 dot get sal equal to
Equal
E2 dot get sal. Tell me.
return
Return 0.
0.
Next.
Return
Else
1.
return 1. I can write in same line, but you may get confused. That's why I'm writing in the next line. Close the
Close.
curly brace, then semicolon. Requirement 1. Requirement 2. Sort the employees on IDs order. Then tell me. I'll copy this.
Same comp2 created. Change the variable.
Am I right or not?
Yeah.
Are you able to follow me?
Yes.
Yes. But what should I do? I have to
Compare
store
with
this expression to one more variable. Comp2.
yes. Comp2.
Next.
Get ID.
Get ID. Let's say ID is a property of employee.
Same get ID.
Get ID. Change the names, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So far, with this 1 hour 40 sessions of class, 40 minutes of class, you guys got a good clarity. I'm expecting that how to write a lambda expression. Got it now? Where I'm storing the first expression? Comp1. Second expression? Comp2. My requirement is what? I want to sort the list of employees, 1000 employees in sorting order of salaries. But tell me, where is that expression I have stored? Comp1. Then I can write ARR list dot. What is ARR list? Array list object. Assume that array list object dot sort of comp1.
Comp1, comp2.
Because I should pass comparator, na?
Yes.
Yes or no? Next, tell me how to sort on employee IDs now. You display the array list, leave it. Next. ARR list dot sort of comp2. Tell me first time, my requirement is what? Sort on salaries order. Second one, sort on IDs order. I have a question. Do I have any reusing of the first one? No. First one is salary order. Next one?
ID
Do
order.
I'm reusing it? I don't have a reusability for my expression. Then what can I do in such case? I no need to first define it and store it in one interface reference variable. I can directly pass the expression to the method only. Means tell me, that's why I'm writing this. Now you tell me.
So Put that expression inside the sort.
This expression control C. Later I'll say control V also, but let me see control C first. Control C, copy,
Put in that sort.
directly pass the expression here. Don't confuse.
Okay.
I will let you understand by
Yes.
deleting the spaces. Hope I'm clear for you.
Yes.
Hope I'm clear for you about this. Right? Now tell me, whenever I want to sort the employees in salaries order, I can directly write like this. You no need of creating a separate class. By implementing comparator interface, no need to override compare method. Now tell me, it is reducing the number of classes or not? I told
Yes.
yesterday I told you, I have 20 requirements, then
20 class
20
we need to.
classes you have to write. But now, no need of writing 20 classes. You can write 20 lambda expressions. This is very concise and short format when compared with writing more number of classes. Then tell me, for the second requirement, now for the first requirement it is done, I'll delete. Tell me for the second requirement, I should copy this expression, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'll copy this one from here.
Pass inside the sort method.
And pass here as parameter. Hope you guys have understood what I'm trying to say. So, guys, everyone, am I clear?
Yes. Yes.
Am I clear about what are the changes I'm doing? Did you guys
Yes.
understood now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now you tell me, if I write my code like this, guys, if I write my code like this, what will happen? If I write my code like this, what will happen? The elements of the array list object are sorted in salaries
Yes.
order.
Yes, sir.
If I call the second method sort again here by passing this lambda expression, then what will happen? The employees are sorted based on their
ID.
IDs. Are you writing any two separate classes? Salary
No.
comparator, ID comparator, implements comparator, override compare method. Are you writing all these kind of things? No. Means with lambda expressions, we can able to reduce a number of classes.
Nice.
But do remember, lambda expressions are only to define the implementation for functional interface. Don't apply it for normal interfaces. If an interface contains more than one abstract method, can I use lambda expression to define the implementation? No. Only for function
Functional
interface.
interface.
Able to follow me, right?
Yes.
Now I can delete this. Now I can add this question. Now I can add this question and answer into the document. Document very important, sir. You have to keep this document with you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you going to share the documents in the chat?
I'll share it. I'll share it in the chat box now. Okay. So tell me directly which method we are calling? Sort method. What are you passing as an argument? Lambda expression. Means what you guys understood now? from Java 8 onwards, it is possible that we can pass a lambda expression as an argument for a method. Lambda function as an argument to a method. Even we can also write a method to return the lambda function from a method. Means from Java 8, methods can take lambda function as parameter. We can pass to the method as an argument. Otherwise, we can return from the method. This is called functional programming. What programming? Functional programming. So with the lambda expressions, Java has provided a support for what programming? Functional programming. What is functional programming? A function can be passed as argument to a method, or a function can be returned from a method. This is called what programming? These are functional programming activities. This you are going to find in JavaScript, because JavaScript is a functional programming, functional based. You know already in JavaScript one function and you are passing in parameter another function. If you know the JavaScript coding, function 1 of, within the parenthesis you are passing another function, function 2. Are you able to follow me, right? So that is called functional programming. In Java also it is called functional programming. So anyhow, we are done for today's session. And from here again, I will continue this session on Monday. This session will be next continued again on Monday. Approximately, it will take the next entire week.
Okay.
Maybe Thursday, at least by Friday, next Friday, another, not even Friday, next up to next weekend, next Saturday. This session will continue for next week also to discuss the remaining features of Java 8 and then Java 17. Okay, good. Okay. Actually, I thought of taking session for you for tomorrow also, but due to some unexpected reason, I need to travel tomorrow. So that's why I couldn't able to take the session for you tomorrow.
Okay, no problem,
Okay.
sir. Thank you, sir. Very useful session.
1 minute.